we return to Waterdeep.
Where is Waterdeep?
The Savage North.
Just checking.
Coast.
Well, the north on the Savage Coast, pardon me. We find ourselves with a split group. 2 of you had proceeded to Tesfer Villas, and 2 had decided to stay at Troll Skull Manor. Is that correct? We had left with an unfortunate chase by Riggin and Swift of a creature.
Unfortunate.
Well, you didn't get anything. You lost it.
I learned a lot.
Oh, I'm not saying you didn't learn anything. It was just, I mean, you didn't gain anything. What did you learn? Pardon me. Tell me.
That's for me to know.
Understood. However, with the morning after, Riggin, you do notice your strength does return. So if you haven't already done that, please return your strength.
I will do my normal morning exercises.
Are you going for a run?
Oh, wow. I have 118. Hold on.
Yep. What?
Fix it. Weapon!
And I'd say...
Can you kick off a long rest on the combat tracker?
Oh, absolutely. I thought I had given you all a long rest before we left. My bad.
That gives me my hit points and my actions back, I believe.
Whoop.
It's at the bottom, yeah.
I got you. I'd say you get towards around 6 o'clock, and Isaac, you do your usual morning routine, waking up at dawn and doing your exercises.
That is correct.
Bastion, you sleep in a little, or?
Oh yeah, like normal.
Okay. And I would say you're going to sleep till around 7. Isaac's going to be busy doing his morning routine for the next hour or so. Riggin, you're waking up at the crack of dawn and doing your usual workout?
Sure. What is it? What was it like in Troll Skull last night? Never spent the night here.
Yeah, but you had a fire. It was fine. Your coals kept it warm enough in the bottom. I assume you slept on the bottom floor. You'd thrown out your little knapsack. You were all right. You've slept better. You've slept a lot worse though. I assume Swift, you decided to stay inside instead of sleeping outside on the overhang, but it's up to you on that.
No, I slept in front of the fire with him.
Yeah, I thought we went back together.
Well,
that was before.
In the house.
All right.
That was before. She was only up there before we left when she tried to tell me, or she told me.
Hey, I succeeded with what I wanted to do.
Yeah, I didn't murder any.
You also didn't die.
That's a plus.
Well, you both slept fine. You know, these are nice floors. Yeah. You would wake up at around 6 o'clock and start doing your morning routine. 100 push-ups, 100 jumping jacks, 100.
No jumping jacks. I don't want to sprain anything.
Oh, excuse me. But you're doing your usual thing. Swift, are you going to sleep in a little, or you do have a? Go ahead.
No, I'm going to get up with him because last time he worked out from here, he got lost. So I'm going to go with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Plus, it's hard to sleep because I'm like probably 15 feet away, going, "Won't be the very best."
No. Okay, understood. Well, there's no issue if you guys are sticking together. You're doing the morning routine. I'd say it takes you about an hour. You're gonna do your little run. Yes.
Yes.
You gonna do okay? You can do your little run. There's no issue.
I'm
You got
faster
Swift
than
with
you.
I will race.
I'm definitely faster than you.
I mean, looking at the speed here. Are you
Sure,
sure?
we had the same.
I
Yeah.
will travel across the land.
So there's no issue. I'd say about an hour goes by doing this, and your little run. You're noticing around this part, you haven't actually been around Trollskull Manor in the early morning. It's pretty busy. There's a lot of people going on. There seems taking a look at some of the other places around.
Wait
It seems a
second,
lot
is
of
she
them get
running
deliveries
ahead of me
in the
or
morning.
something.
Oh, she's definitely
Okay, I'm
faster
not
than you.
paying attention to any of this then.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to catch her.
Well-
I don't mean to shut down your details. It's just
Pardon me.
maybe Swift notices these things.
Reagan's just too busy. Just
Yeah.
go get her.
Yeah, I'm gonna win.
He's huffing and puffing behind me, and I'm just lightly jogging ahead, staying in front,
Yes.
not breathing heavy.
Well, so if you would notice that the number, it seems most of the deliveries here happen in the morning. As you are turning the bend, you see actually a lot of like delivery wagons. Instead of being horse-drawn, they're just being carried by people. Smaller deliveries go into individual stores. Everything checks out. A lot of people are even like doing the nods. A few are waving. A lot of people are just looking at the guy who seems to be forcing himself, like taking, like making sure.
Keep going, Regan. Keep going, Regan.
They're like doing double takes, thinking, "Is he trying to catch her? What's going on?"
All right. So how big of a space difference is that? How big of a thing do I have on him right now?
Maybe 15 feet.
All right. So about like 20 feet before we get back, I'm gonna like quietly slow up so he can beat me.
You're welcome to do that. So then the last 20 feet, for some reason, Regan, you're like, finally, I'm starting to speed up, and you
I pushed through.
pull ahead. And you put your hands up, and you're like, "You're the best in the world."
Yeah, I thought I had you that time.
That's right. Can't beat pure speed.
Regan, you are completely drenched in sweat.
Yep.
Swift, you don't seem to be sweating.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see, and we're gonna switch back to the Tesfer Villa. It is coming towards 7:30. Isaac, you'd finish up your daily routine. You would have gotten that report from the guardsman.
Okay. This is the one they told me. Is this the same report they told me about last night, where one of the guardsmen was injured? This state writing.
Correct.
Okay, it's the same one. Okay. Okay, well then I handled this last night. I will check up on the guardsman though. Make sure have somebody check up on him. Make sure he's healing okay,
mm-hmm.
and he's supposed to take the next couple of days off after he fills out his report.
Bastion, I assume you'd start waking up at this point. It's up to you. What would you like to do?
I guess just slowly rouse myself, and eventually, once I actually roll out of bed, start doing morning prayers and kind of just psyching myself up for the day.
Psyching yourself up. I dig it. Like, come on, Helm. I stood by you. You're standing by me. It's like that kind of thing. No one else support you. Like, trying to get them on your side. I dig it. All right. So with both of you up there, is there anything you would like to do? Would you like to grab breakfast, head out, or I believe Bastion, you're expecting some info from Savra again pretty soon for a task. Isaac, you have something you need to do today at one point.
Yes, that's it. That's at lunch. I have a lunch date.
Understood.
Lunch meeting. I'm going to assume that if they want breakfast, those at Troll Skull, they'll either come up here for the free breakfast or they won't. So I'm going to have breakfast here with Bastion.
All right. It's a nice spread. A lot of a good number of cheeses. Some you actually see some grapes. So like, ooh, these had to be shipped in. And let's see. Well, it looks like just a ton of eggs today. You see some scrambled, you see some boiled. And coming back to Troll Skull as you all sit down and begin eating. Riggin, Soot, what's going on over here?
I'm hungry now.
Where are we going? Do we just want to go across the street to the to that tavern? Or...
Silent Shield.
Thank you. I have a note somewhere with it. You want to go over the Silent Shield, or should we walk back to Tesper's?
Whatever's closest.
All right, across the street to
I'm
Silent
hungry
Shield.
now.
It is.
Let's do it.
All right, we walk
What's in
across the
this
street
place?
to Silent Shield.
No problem. As you
Don't
all
want
are
to keep leaning on
exiting,
that Tesper fella anyway.
What?
Don't want to keep leaning on that Tesper fella anyway.
That's fair.
as you all are leaving Trollsville Manor, you do notice a small halfling is just making his way down the street. You can tell from the way he's walking. He seems like he's acting like he's like cock of the walk. It's
throw
like
my
this
hand
is
axe at
his
him.
street. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Just kidding.
Are you really?
Okay. Like anyone voice brings out,
big jump.
like anyone who picks out the crowd, Regan's gonna hand axe.
But you just notice that he's walking down the street. He's clearly wearing some fineries, a little bit better than most of the people who are out this early morning. But you all,
what do you make of that fella?
I don't know.
Looking pretty gaudy.
Yeah.
That's, oh god, are those slivers?
Do we see any like markings on his like clothing or something that might tip us off to us who he might be or where he's from?
So the big thing that you notice is a gilded cloak. It's clearly got a silver thread running by it. On it, you can see it seems to be a patch of some kind. You cannot quite make it out, as you all were already heading towards, heading away towards your silent shield, right?
I can tell he's not from around here.
Is he heading in the direction of Troll Skull?
He is.
I stop and watch and see if he goes to Troll Skull.
You would be able to tell he's definitely turning into Troll Skull Alley.
The alley, but not to our actual like the mansion or the house or whatever.
Well,
Manor.
there are two entrances, so there's the front and the back. But he seems to be turning into the actual alleyway in between the stores and Troll Skull.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily know anything about it, so let's just continue on.
All right. You all make your way to the silent shield, no issue. You go in. It's again two sisters, both at the bar. There's not nearly as many adventurers here at the moment. You do see the large orc from earlier. He's clearly nursing a hangover and has his head down on a table. But pretty much all the tables except for one are free. He seems to be the only one there at the moment.
A booth or a table or a bar?
Bar or booth, doesn't matter to me. You choose.
I would do a booth.
All right.
Are there booths here?
You heard the man.
Can you create a booth out of thin air?
Yes, it's
Thank
fine. Yeah, there is, on the far left wall, there's a set of 3 booths.
3?
Mm-hmm. Uh, you all make your way to which one?
The one furthest from the door.
Furthest from the door. All right. As you two sit, again, only 10, 15 seconds goes by, and one of the 2 tavern keepers comes out. She immediately looks you both over. Welcome back. What do you need?
What do you got for breakfast?
From rations to hardtack to well, we can give you some sausage
from a frying pan, maybe.
It'll take a little bit, but yes, we can do that.
What is it?
Well, more than likely, mutton.
Any possible mutton?
You got any eggs?
Oh, we can do some eggs.
I heard you say sausage. You got sausage?
Yeah, we'll just have to heat it up.
Yeah. And what y'all got? What y'all got to drink?
Whatever you need.
I like to start my morning with milk. Y'all got some milk?
We have some goat milk.
Yeah, that'll do just fine. Y'all got any cheese?
Yes.
Can we get some cheese too?
What type?
Something hard.
Understood.
Milk for me too, please.
Goat fine?
Yes.
Done.
Thank you.
Anything else to eat?
The mutton sounds good.
All right.
She wants it rare.
Yes.
2 gold up front each, please.
2 gold.
You see her turn her eye to you. She doesn't say anything, but she can tell. She looks at you like, this is the price.
It's a little steep, don't you think?
I slide her 4 gold.
Switch, are you?
She punches it
What-
and
what are you
walks off.
Are you?
Did you hear a...
Swift, what are you doing?
I'm not gonna let you upset our neighbors.
Just don't grow on trees.
It'll be fine. I actually think it might kind of.
In the time that goes by, you all do see the helm actually float from the far end towards the door and then slowly start to climb back up towards the top of the room.
What?
It's a floating helm.
What?
Oh.
Yep. So clearly,
Did I miss that last time?
Is that part of the show? Is that what we're paying for here? Because 4 gold for breakfast is highway robbery.
you're absolutely right. Prices are high. You're welcome to ask and see why.
No, I'm just very concerned.
So you were mentioned that there is a floating helm in here. You did see it last time.
100% forgot about that.
I would say about only 2.5 minutes go. Less than a minute goes by. She drops off 2 cups of goat's milk and a carafe filled with it. Here you are. The rest of the food will be out in 3 minutes, no more. And she immediately starts to turn away again.
Thank you.
Why's y'all food so expensive?
And you see the other woman at the bar seems to have picked up what she says. If it's too expensive, you can always leave.
I'm just inquiring. What's going on?
What's going on? Do you have any idea where you are?
Swift, what was the name of this place again? Help me out here. Come on, Swift. Come on, I need you right now.
You two, the best part. I can't find it again.
I need you right now, Swift. Yeah, I've been, Swift, for crying out loud, I need you right now. What is happening?
I can't.
You're crumbling. Yeah, this is the Swift. Are you kidding me right now? Are you absolutely?
I'm gonna let him keep struggling.
Are you absolutely? We're Waterdeep.
You see her literally just like flabbergasted.
This
Yeah?
is water. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I'm pretty good. I got my bearings.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Don't worry about
I got
him.
this under control. I was just wondering
The silent shield. I found it.
why is it so expensive
Jesus. Ready
We,
to go
here
now?
in this
We
silent
serve
shield.
adventurers here.
Yeah.
We have anything and everything they require. You pay a premium for that. You deal with it or you leave.
Oh.
And you see her actually put her hand down towards her waist, where you do notice there is a blade, and it's clear that she would know how to use it.
Well, yeah. I'm sorry for asking about the prices. I guess.
You don't question it.
You should put that on a board or something.
She points to the board, which is to the right when you first enter. Pay up front.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about not questioning it. You should say prices not negotiable and they're higher than normal. I could get you a new board if you want.
Regan, stop it.
Yeah, okay.
She'd probably take the both of us.
Well, why would we fight? We're paying customers.
I would say in the time that this goes by, the other woman does drop off some mutton, some eggs, rare for Swift, and a little well done for Regan.
Thank you.
One of these over easy.
Regan.
No, it's... Were the eggs well done?
Yes.
Dang it. I like to swirl them up with the sausage. Dip them in the yolk. That's fine. It's fine. I should have specified. It's fine. It's not your fault.
I'm sorry. He
You
doesn't know
see
any better.
neither of the women who run the bar seem to look back up. They don't care at this point. They feel they've done their job. One goes back to what looks like reading a broadsheet. The other is clearly moving some stuff to and fro a trapdoor right up beneath the bar.
Yeah. I mean, how's it taste? Is it good?
Oh yeah, this is high quality, 100%.
Okay. At least that's good.
I'd say 10 minutes goes by. You all finish your meal. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
We'll leave a bad Yelp review.
No. I think we thought of this the other day. I want to ask them if they have a used Volo's Guide to Monsters.
All right. Which one do you ask? And
I believe I need to get up and ask the one behind the bar.
all right. How can I help you?
Do you happen to have a used guide to a Volo's Guide to Monsters?
Yes.
How much?
What kind of shape do you need it in?
Readable.
I've got one that's what we recently got. It's maybe a quarter of the pages are missing. There's a little bit of blood. It's mostly readable. Yeah.
I guess I would prefer one with all of the pages or most of the pages. A little more than quarter.
Okay. I'd probably have one for around 30 gold.
I just said only a quarter are missing.
Mm-hmm.
That's three. That's this 5, 8 of the pages. There's gonna be, if you got a court, there's
Regan,
pages.
Regan, what?
The pages are, most of them. I think most of them are there.
What are you trying to figure out, Regan?
10 gold for the damaged piece.
Yeah, get that. Let's take that one. That's a good
But
one.
what if it doesn't have the monster we're looking for?
Well, what are the? Okay, so hold on. If it's missing a quarter, how many monsters are in? How many monsters in there?
I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out probability. You never.
It's around 80 pages.
80 pages. Okay, so say like 1 or 2 monsters a page, and there's a quarter of them not there. Then, you know, there could be some monsters not in it, and but the chances.
Thank you for that wonderful insight, Regan.
The chances of the monsters we need, there's a quarter missing, and it's they could be there for 10 gold, but we get quarter extra pages, 30 gold. That's 20 gold different for a quarter. That's 20.
Regan, it's enough.
That's a quarter of the book for 20 gold, or you get. I would buy. Do you have another book with 3/4 of the pages missing?
No.
We would buy that one for 10 gold as well. Then we'd have. We could sell a book, you know,
Regan,
with
shush.
half the pages
Shut up, Regan.
and recoup some money. It would take the pages. Okay. I just think the 10 gold book would be pretty good. That's just what I'm thinking. Yeah, I have to. Yeah, I have to. I'm just. It's quarter pages.
You
Regan's
can't
like
do-
staring off, and you see you see the Hangover.
He's trying really hard.
The Hangover scene with the numbers like in his head. He's trying so hard. He's just looking.
I'm guessing you can't do any better than the 30 gold.
Unfortunately not. We don't have too many of them come through, as usually they're veterans come through here, but every once in a while they'll come across one of a slain party member who, well, unfortunately followed all that was in it.
Okay. Well, thanks anyway. I may come back.
Very good.
Thank you for the meal. It was good.
She does a curt nod and goes back to reading the broadsheet.
I grab Regan and I
You
pull
have
him
the
out the
half
door.
And the second book, and you might have some overlap, but if you take that book and
I pull him out the door with me.
then you have your friend, you to go take it to your friend, he can make a little bolos.
Are you serious right now?
And I'd say you start making your way back to Trolls Hill. We're going to swap back to Isaac and Bastion. You all finish up your breakfast. No issue. You all wish to speak to each other, or you all just stare at each other deeply into each other's eyes and become like best friends?
So, Bastion, have you visited the Temple of Helmir yet?
I mean, I haven't been there for a week or so, but yeah, I've spent some time there.
Okay, that's right. You're not one of the freshly new to Waterdeep.
I've been here for quite a while. Mostly in the southern districts, though.
What brought you to Waterdeep in the first place?
Well, my parents are farmers that live like somewhere outside of Waterdeep, and they basically sent me here to study with my mom's brother at one of the temples, because they felt like I guess I could do better than, the farming life.
Yes, Waterdeep has much more to offer than a farmstead.
Yeah, I do miss them though. But the temples took good care of me, so can't complain too much. But I mean, how's it been living as a noble here in Waterdeep? Because we didn't really get to you know, meet with many nobles.
Oh, well, I don't have anything to compare it to because I've always been a noble.
Right.
It's been pretty good as far as I'm concerned. A lot of it is expected of you. Some people try to take you for granted. Some people want to be your friend just because you're a noble. So you have to watch out for that. You get to read about your family members in the broadsheets whenever we do anything wrong. So you have to go ahead and try not to do anything wrong. Otherwise, the family takes the hit, and next thing you know, you're being sent off to some farmstead.
Man, I guess it's not all good stuff, huh? Jeez.
Oh, well, the plays are magnificent. I get to see every musical as it comes out. Best restaurants ever. The way the food is, But I mean, it's good and bad.
Yeah, I can't deny the food has been amazing here. So much better than at the temples. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much.
You see a tear go down his eyes. Like, so much better.
I mean, I
So-
imagine common people live the same way that the mercenary troops do. Sleeping on the ground out in the rain. I've had to do that. My dad used to take me out on excursions when they were training new troopers. I had to do everything that they did, so that was fun.
Mhm. Have you ever thought about just leaving it all behind, going off adventuring? Or is that even possible? I mean, with all your responsibilities.
No, actually, I don't really have very many because I'm not the eldest. My cousin is by about a week and a half, or 10 day and a half. And so when our parents were killed, she inherits all of the lands and the title and everything,
Gotcha.
which is fine. I mean, yeah. So I could leave, but there is so much adventure just to be had here in Waterdeep. We have slavers and street gangs galore. Right, mad mages. Sometimes there's an undead uprising. I mean, there's plenty to do just here in the city, and you get to meet the strangers that come in from all over the place. I mean, one of the reasons I befriended Riggin and the furry is because they're just so different.
Yeah, they're
the
really fun.
furry.
Shut your mouth.
Sorry.
Speaking of, do you want to start heading on over there? Or wait, do you have anything else that you have to do today? Or
The only thing I have a luncheon date with the Lord's Alliance, but no, other than that, no.
I know that
Maybe we should see what's going on with Trollskull Manor. Make sure that you guys get situated with all of the guild members and guild officers that you need to.
Yeah, all right. I mean, I think I'm ready to go if you are.
Okay. And so, yeah, we'll head off towards Trollskull Manor, and we'll take the family, or actually, we'll just take a travel carriage from the house, not the one going to the plays or anything. And I'll keep an eye out at the windows to see whether or not we see them walking this way.
Heard. I assume you're going to just follow Delzorin, or...
Yeah, we'll just take Delzorin straight down.
Okay. Just one moment. You are going to be going over Copper Street, so... All right. You guys load up on the carriage and start making your way toward Troll's Skull. We're going to swap back to Swift and Riggin. I'd say you guys leave probably around 8 o'clock, 8:15-ish.
Mhm.
So it'll take about 20 minutes to get to a Troll Skull. It's not too busy going east. Excuse me. Yes. Yeah. All right, Riggin, Swift, we come back to you. You all had just stepped outside of the the silent shield. And do you wish to just start making your way back towards Troll Skull?
I already picked my axe up, right?
You did.
I think we should just go back and wait. I'm sure they'll come over eventually.
Yeah, let's see if we can be useful or whatnot over there.
Go check and see if any more progress has been made. I think we did, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
So you all would have left before anyone else came in there and started working again.
Yeah, we're gonna walk back and
Okay.
just kind of stare.
Just stare.
And
Understood.
Watch them work.
No problem.
Say things like, "How's it coming?"
Is that the right nail? As you all do make your way back to Troll Skull, you do see it looks like you see that same halfling again, who now is standing in front of Troll Skull Manor in the front, where it seems he is just walking down from the entrance after putting something on your door. It looks like just a small letter. It's sealed, and it looks like it's actually he seems to have used some adhesive to put it on your door.
Can we help you?
Hello. Who are you?
We own the Troll Skull.
Really? As he starts, he actually does waddle his way towards you a little bit, as he's trying to move stuff around from inside his jacket and stuff, and he holds out his hand towards you. So, pleasure. Sorry, we've been trying to get in touch with you for a couple days. And you are?
Who's
Swift.
Swift, you say?
Darkness comes swiftly. Swift. Yes, Swift.
That's an odd name, and
It's
and
not
you,
an odd
sir?
name. It's my normal. It's normal.
Well, okay.
You have odd names.
I meant no offense. No offense. And you, sir, you are. Who are you? Are you perhaps
My name's Chop.
manservant? I don't.
My name's Chop.
Chop.
Yeah.
So he is your manservant. Well, as the owner,
No,
let
that's not
me
my whole
introduce
name.
myself.
Chopping of heads. That's my whole name.
Chopping of heads.
Yeah, that's the whole. People just call me Chop.
You see him
Swift
do a little.
gives him a really one
Is
of
that
those
a weird
death
name?
stares.
Seems.
Do you like it?
Not that's. If it's your name, it's your name. But
I love living it out. I pull my axe out. That's just how I am.
He just looks at you strangely. It's like he does look back and forth, and he seems. You should tell your manservant to brandish a weapon it's a fine here.
Oh no, I'm just looking at it, making sure it's still sharp.
An open blade is an infraction, sir.
Chop, put it away.
Just chopping wood. I'm gonna strike a pile of wood somewhere.
Just put it away.
This is a working axe.
Where
He
are you
immediately
from
starts ignoring Chop. Excuse me.
Chop.
And you see him take a wide stance and do a bow before you, Swift, open arms. They call me Broxley Fairkettle. I am a member of the Fellowship of Innkeepers.
They call you what?
Broxley Fairkettle.
And you made fun of our names?
And Swift is
Bruxley?
I assure you, my name has much weight and has been a member of Waterdeep for some time.
I'm gonna call you Kettle.
We got off on the wrong foot. We got off on the wrong foot here.
Looking over him, you can tell he's got mutton chops, bushy eyebrows. It's clearly well maintained. He seems to be at least someone who thinks himself as important. Well, I've been meaning to find you all and, well, welcome you to our fellowship. I am hoping you are entertaining the ability to join. Yes. Mm-hmm.
What is your fellowship?
The Fellowship of Innkeepers, of course. Believe me, there is grand opportunities for a place in the North Ward, even if you are rather close to another new spot. This could turn into quite a profitable venture.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't know if we're gonna have many rooms to,
we are
rent
called
here.
the Fellowship of Innkeepers, but assured, we deal with all inns and taverns in the city.
Oh, taverns. Yeah, I think that was more our speed here. We're really trying to get the.
You're
tavern
only going
front.
to do a tavern? You have multiple.
Well, I don't know.
It is your place.
We gotta sleep somewhere.
Oh, you'll sleep here? Okay.
Maybe.
You
I'm
do seem
just
look
keeping
like
our
this-
options open.
I was certain you all were just going to be reopening it. I have heard rumors it's haunted.
Just by the old barkeep. He's quite a.
It's actually
I'd be glad to see living souls in it once more. There are some burdens that have even kept, well, this spot open, and let me show you, there is nothing worse for a good establishment than not being used. But I just wish to stop by and was trying to just let you know we were hoping to get ahead of a problem and avoid any further harassment or anything from anyone.
what problem?
For your own
What are you
concern, of
talking
course.
about?
Well, clearly, I apologize. I thought you knew how things worked in the city.
Is someone harassing you?
Hell, it's nothing terrible, but if you do
We
not
can take care of it.
I'm sure you can, manservant, but I feel like we have to talk to. Let me talk to your better real quick. One moment. As he comes a little closer to you, so I don't mean to say anything, but usually it goes easier for everyone if you just, well, give the guild their dues, and they generally don't bother you.
Yeah, but what do we get for joining the guild?
Oh, well, everything just gets a little bit easier.
I don't know what that means.
Joining my fellowship means you have access to many other guilds. The Vinters, Distillers, we set you up with the Guild of Butchers, and we can even set you up with other orders to help keep your place safe.
How much are the dues?
Well, each is different. We would send you a bill.
You got a
I
rough
assure you that
estimate after
it's only
a quick glance and Riggin motions to the whole building.
well, if you'd let me inside, I could take a look and see how many seats you'll have. You say it's just going to be the tavern. I'd take a look at your
Yeah,
your
come on in.
Yeah, thank you. He just takes a little bit of a waddle and then starts walking behind Reagan. Chop. I would say.
Hold on, I gotta come clean with you here on something. I feel like we kind of got off on the wrong foot.
Well, I don't know what you mean, Chop. Everything seems fine.
Yeah, that's the thing. I get the feeling like we're gonna have maybe a long-term relationship, and that's good. But I gotta tell you, name's not Chop. I just didn't like how you You made fun of Swift's name there. I didn't think that
Oh,
was very nice.
I didn't mean to insult her name.
Well, it was
It's
kind of
I just have
insulting.
I've never heard a name like that.
Yeah. Well, you got yourself a doozy there too.
I'm
My
sorry, I come
name
off
is
a little.
my name is Riggin.
Oh, Reagan.
Yeah.
He actually does extend a hand. It's a pleasure, Reagan.
I shake it, and I'm sure not to crush it.
Okay, I was like, it's a halfling. You please,
Yeah, I take
what if you
notes.
rip off his arm?
No, yeah, I'm like touch the gentle, fragile creature. Yeah, I don't even close it. I just put the hand there and let him touch the stone that is.
He grasps only like two of your fingers.
Yeah, my grizzled, muscly hand.
Reagan, as you show Broxley in, Swift, you would notice a carriage pulling up with Isaac and Bastion, because I assume he was immediately following Reagan in. Isaac, Bastion, you all hop out and you see Swift standing out there, and Reagan and this other fella had just gone in. Swift, please explain.
I'm gonna wave and walk towards her. Hey, Swift, how's it going?
Fine. Apparently, he's with the Innkeepers Fellowship.
Who?
The guy that just went in with Reagan. I don't think we should leave him alone. What was that?
Oh, I thought that was one of the children of the place.
Nope. That would be Broxley Fairkettle. Apparently.
Well, that's a name.
Yes, and he thinks Swift is weird. Probably should get in there before Reagan does something to him.
Seems like a good idea.
Oh, there's no red flags. Like Riggins alone with an important person.
We're going to come back to Reagan, because there's, I would say, maybe a minute or two go by.
He's going to give me an opportunity here, guys. This is what I love.
Broxley actually goes in before you, Reagan, and immediately starts taking a look around. What do you say? You're hoping for around 60 patrons? Yes. You see him start to do some math again. Yes. Taking a look around.
And let me introduce you to our barkeep, Liv.
What?
Yep. Let me hold on.
What?
Let me just and I just slide a mug down the bar.
Okay. Do you slide it pretty quick?
Somewhat, yeah. I'm just like, yeah.
And just before it goes off, it hops into the air and sets up behind the bar, putting it to its rightful place. Huh? What was that?
Oh, just give him a wave.
Don't mess with me. You're a mage, huh? Yeah. I didn't think you were one from with the build.
There ain't nothing wrong with doing some push-ups.
Well, you don't see many mages with that kind of. You are pretty large. But anyway,
I'll be honest, I don't know what you're talking about. I give him a wink.
Yeah.
Rick's just as confused as he is.
He immediately just goes back. So 60 patrons. Where's your kitchen? Oh, never mind. I see your kitchen.
Yep, right through there.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me lift it. Oh, I don't have to. Clean under.
Well, and where do you have your storage?
Behind
the bar?
Nope, it's down here. Open up the hatch in the floor behind the bar.
And Broxley actually just goes straight down.
Yep.
You
be careful, it's dark down there.
You see him actually pull out something and put it on his hand, and a faint light seems to spray around.
Ooh.
I'm fine, thank you. Let's see. Are these barrels full of anything?
Not anything you want to know about.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that stuff's all been there a while. It's got to come on out.
We have ample room for storage. You could definitely keep stuff here for over a week of work. Are the seals still good?
To our knowledge, our contractor hasn't brought them up as something that needs to be fixed. He's working bottom up.
Oh, all right.
So he's up in the rooms above us now.
Starts to turn back up and come up the stairs. You do see him take off a small ring and put it back into his shirt pocket. Well, this is just my estimate. Original joining fee will be about 100 gold, and probably just 5 gold a week after that. And with that, you get access to quite a few other guilds and discounts from many of their services, of course.
Okay,
Though
I'll have to run that by my acquaintances.
Well, if you want, we could even handle all of that for you for an additional fee. That's actually
You're
usually
going to
what
talk
I handle.
to my acquaintances? I can talk to them.
As
What?
I feel like
This
as
is
he's
easy.
saying that,
Hey!
we should walk. We probably walk in.
precisely.
Hang on!
Wait, what? What do we need to talk to your acquaintances about? And
The owner, Swift.
Hold on, I'm going to practice
right?
my magic some more, and I slide a mug down the bar.
Again, Lee catches it, puts it right back in the right spot again. He's like, I will tell you, it's a nice trick, but I don't think it will work every time.
I kind of look at them. Magic.
Who are these others? Associates? Partners?
They're also the owners.
They are?
The co-owners.
well, except for Tesper here.
He again...
Swift, myself, Bastion, and Riggin here all own the house.
He gives you an open-handed half bow to both of you. And greetings. Name is Broxley Fairkettle.
No,
member-
we're calling you Kettle. We decided.
Huh?
We're not going to call you Broxley Fairkettle. It's Kettle. That makes sense.
Well,
Listen, once she gets her mind made up, that's what it's going to be. So,
okay. But anyway, I am a member of the Fellowship of Innkeepers, and I was just coming here to drop off some information and, well, see if you all were hoping to, well, get ahead of a few issues. Yes.
yeah, and there's Bastion. He's the holy looking one.
Good to meet you, sir.
A pleasure. And this other fellow?
I'm just a hired muscle.
Not many hired muscle wear such finery.
Yeah, he's not that strong.
So are you not wearing your house colors and logo? Or crest, rather?
Yeah, I have my house colors on my shield and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, he was discount muscle. He's best. We're new here. We don't have a lot of money
Discount
to spend.
muscle.
It's the best we could find.
Well, it's always good to have a plan. I'll
His
grant you
guns
that.
aren't quite as big as the. And Riggins gonna flex his arm. Not quite up to snuff. I don't think.
Are you actually trying to right
Yeah,
in front of Isaac? You're like, oh yeah,
yeah.
that's called muscle.
Yeah.
Swift kind of puts her head in her hands. Just like, oh my god.
Fine. They actually hired me just to be tour guide.
Well, I mean,
He's a great guide.
I don't doubt it. He does look well. It is good to have people who know the city with, well, newcomers. But anyway, as I was saying, I could set up your meetings and maybe even take care of all of your, well, guild representations if you wish. We offer that as a service. Otherwise, I'll at least be able to introduce you to some of the other guild members, if you wish.
What do you think
And
about that?
how much is your service?
Well, joining our guild is a 100 gold.
You already
flat
told us
rate.
that part. I meant you're.
No, you
that's
weren't here
right.
for that.
I forgot.
100 gold flat fee for joining, and then after that, it's around 5 gold per week fee. But with that, you get access to many other guild services and discounts from other guilds involved.
And what perks do they get, as you said, for hiring you instead of someone else?
Well, naturally, if you wanted me to take care of all your representations, you wouldn't have to bother yourselves with any, monthly meetings, yes?
I like the sound of that.
It would be for a modest fee, of course, but
Yes,
could-
and what is that fee?
well, for you all, I would say maybe just an additional 5 gold per week.
10 gold a week. That's a lot of money.
I would set up all your meetings, and I would be able to make sure your supplies come in at a reasonable time, and you'll still have to deal with actual people dropping it off, but otherwise any negotiations would be held by me. I would be the man running, how would you say, interference for you, yes.
Is this pretty run-of-the-mill guide?
Let's say if he can drop off a list of at least 5 references known to be in good standing with House Tesper, then yeah, you got a deal. If he can't, then no.
Is that agreeable?
5 with House Tesla shouldn't be an issue. I'll need a little bit of time. Do you need signatures, or is my word enough?
We need letters of recommendation from at least 5 people that my house will trust.
I could probably
You're
have
with
that
House
for you in a
Tesper? Regan, says it a shocked.
day.
That's a noble family. You're not a tour guide.
You see Broxley just do a little. Well, give me a day, and I should be able to have that done.
Until lunch tomorrow, and you can pick up the tab for all of us at the. Where do you guys want to have lunch at? Broxley's buying.
Not across the street.
Your favorite place, Tesper. You pick.
Let Broxley show us the place.
I look at Riggin.
The yawning portal will do fine.
You sure? I can tell you, I actually just went out with Volo, and he found a lovely place that I thought was wonderful.
Do you know Volo?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't trust him. Do you guys want to? You don't want to look for someone else?
You might need
Just
10
to be
you need
clear-
10 recommendations now.
Just to be clear, Volo does not count as a recommendation.
Well,
Yeah, Volo doesn't count.
that's fine. He doesn't usually do much business with Teslas. That's.
I don't think he does much
Just to
business.
clarify.
Period.
I understand. He's tough to get around, but if you want someone who knows the city, there's few finer. He's been to many establishments, and believe it or not, he does tend to know his way around the city.
No, the yawning portal will do fine.
All right. Tomorrow, do you right at noon?
Look at the others.
Yes, that will be fine.
Do we not have any other appointments?
No, we do not have any other appointments.
Just checking.
Then I shall have all of my paperwork ready, and I look forward to our business meetings. Yes. Let me grab this off your door real quick. Yes.
Wait, and Kettle, you would do the hiring of the staff, or would we do that?
You see a smirk come across his face. For a charge, of course.
Oh Lord.
Quick question: do we get the sense that he's proffering good deals?
You are welcome to roll insight.
Good call.
I would love to do that.
Please go ahead.
Nice.
You feel everything he mentioned before that last statement seems on the up and up. Like, it would be probably a pretty good deal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you would feel of trusting someone you don't know to hire the staff you would trust to run your location.
Yeah, I
Fair.
want to interview the staff.
Well, I meant help find. I guess I really meant help
I
find
can read
them,
people like books.
but it's fine.
But
The pages
up
just
till that
fall
last
out.
one, yes, everything seems to. You seem to get a feeling that this is something he's done. He's dealt with it before.
Okay.
Clearly, if it's become something normal for him, he probably hasn't had. You can ask around about his reputation if you wish. But from everything you get here, everything seems on the up and up.
And as for staff, I'd go ahead and check around with some of the just your neighbors, some of the working class citizens right here in your own alley. Let them work close to home instead of having to travel all the way across the town. All the money that they make goes right back into businesses in your neighborhood, including you.
True.
Where are they going to drink when their shift is over?
Very true.
Well, it was a pleasure, Swift, and partners, and well, tour guide. As he starts to make his way towards the door, and does before leaving, swiftly grabs the parchment he put on the outside of the door and tucks it back into his shirt. Well, tomorrow for lunch then. As he begins to walk out.
As he walks away, Riggins going to say to Isaac, does he really still think you're a tour guide?
Maybe.
And you guys are left alone in Trollskull Manor. You are getting close to 9 o'clock at this point. At the same time, you're starting to have a few people come in. It's the workers from the Bent Nail. You're seeing a few of the, street urchins Isaac got hired that were moving and helping out. Many of them are just giving curt nods and going straight to work, heading upstairs. However, you are going to see... Tally actually does come in as well, and he actually greets you all with a smile while he's holding 3 different pieces of parchment. Morning! How are you all?
Pretty good.
Good.
Well, I'm actually a little bit ahead of schedule. We're finishing up your second story, and we're going to be working on the third, hopefully by the end of the day. Ideally, 2 days, and I'll be finished with pretty much everything. Little finer parts will be taken care of by me the last day, and maybe the day after. But overall, we're making pretty good progress.
That is good news.
I will say, overall, I think when we're done, you'll be quite happy with everything we've done. And I do hope you'll put in a good word for us, yeah?
Oh, yeah, sure thing.
Good. And perhaps on the opening day, maybe a special?
Special what?
Well, I saw Broxley leaving, yes. I
Broxley?
Yes. He actually, since I actually do a lot of work for taverns, either redoing or fixing, dealt with him 3 or 4 times.
Is he pretty trustworthy?
As trustworthy as someone who works for the
You got
guild is.
kids?
He makes sure he keeps his end of the bargains.
You got kids?
I can tell you he's never missed a payday for me. What were you asking about kids?
You got kids?
Oh, I think he's got 9.
No, you got kids?
Me?
Yeah.
I've got one. A daughter.
Would you leave her with him?
I don't know him enough for that. No.
Just curious. How far that trust went.
Well, my whole thing is he has 9 kids. And I think he's got 3 different wives.
Oh, so he's real trustworthy.
Man, all I can say is he's hired me 3 or 4 times. He's always paid. But we know each other well enough.
How have the other establishments he's set up gone?
Well, one was in the dock ward, and unfortunately is no longer there. Got torn down. Sea ward, there were 2. They seem to be going pretty well. Are you asking for the names of them, or?
Actually, yes.
The Fiery Flagon was one in the Sea Ward, and the other one was the Slacked Sylph. The Slacked Sylph doesn't sound great, but it is a high-end. It is doing very well. Some of my finer work in there, too. If that's it, I'm going to proceed up. Work doesn't end until the sun goes down, you know.
Thank you again for all your hard work.
You
What
paid
you've done
for
so
it.
far looks very nice.
Thank you. As he gives a curt nod and starts heading upstairs.
We did already pay that man, right?
Yes.
Thank goodness. This stuff's getting expensive.
Yep. I thought I had 1 silver bar left, but it seems to be missing out of my inventory.
No, we are. You, me, and Regan are all out of silver.
All right. With that, you guys are coming towards 9 o'clock. Is there anything you'd like to do? Do you wish to wait or speak among yourselves, plan out the day, or?
I did want to let you guys know that I'll be leaving. I have a noon appointment with a member of the Lord's Alliance, so we'll see what they want. But I will return here afterwards, if that's okay with you.
Fine.
I'll allow it.
If we're lucky, perhaps with a job.
Ugh.
Oh.
Finally, something to do. All this, I don't know. I don't think I'm cut out to run a tavern.
Well, once we get it going, we won't have to stay here very much, and we can go exploring. Find
We
jobs.
should go find some employees.
We probably should do that, yeah.
Yeah. Where do you think we should look?
Depends on what you want.
Well,
What are you hiring for? If you
Well,
want, you have a bar. We have the ghost as a bartender, but he might need some help.
yeah, we're gonna need a cook, right?
a cook, at least 1 barmaid. Maybe a...
I think we could start out with maybe 2 barmaids when we open and then go down to 1. I don't know. I think 2 would be a good number.
As you all are speaking, you hear a slight tap on one of the windows. Looking out, you actually see a small, a medium-sized bird actually trying to tap on the window. It seems to have something tied around its neck.
I go over and open the window and get it from around its neck.
On it is actually a note addressed for Bastion.
Thank the Lord Jesus. I hand it over.
Who's Jesus?
No, I didn't say that out loud. That was out of character.
One moment. And Asking it should show up for you.
All right.
All right, I'm missing my notes. What is the ghost's or specter, whatever, our bartender's
It's
name?
Lift.
Lift. Oh, that's right.
Correct. That is Lift.
He's the one who gives me my magic.
Still need that sand table.
That's
Yeah,
a good
right?
point. I'll work on that today.
Okay. Where are you going to go, Regan?
I'm going to ask around.
Okay. All right, so it looks like we're planning a few things. Swift, what are you going to be doing?
I'm just gonna stick with Reagan. Well, actually, I need to go see. I need to go back to my brain summary. Sorry, Rochelle, and get my my necklace.
Oh, that's right. Okay, he did say you would need a full day, and you did drop it off a little bit after noon.
Okay.
Just keep that in
then
mind.
I'm gonna wait until later.
Okay.
You asked me what I was doing. I'm gonna
All
sit
right,
here
I'm
and
sorry.
do
I'm just
nothing.
making sure. I'm sorry.
Bastion, what's in that letter?
We're all looking at him as he reads.
Is anyone trying to read over his?
No, I'm at least giving him his privacy, but I want to know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you remember the lady that came by yesterday, Savra, I think it was.
Yes.
Yeah, she said she was a member of the Order of the Gauntlet, and she was asking me to join. And I thought that I was gonna have to, go and, maybe sign some papers or get some information, but I just received this letter and I'll hand it over.
You can share it if you wish. You should,
Yeah.
or if you want me to.
Hit
I can.
public.
Yeah.
Maybe I can't seem to do that.
There you go. Should be public now.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like maybe they're maybe giving me a trial first or something.
What do you got to do?
Is it? Well, it looks like the Zentarum, I think it is. Yeah, the Zentarum are paying gangs in the field ward in the north, to just go after anyone they think is a member of the Xanathar Guild. And I guess they want us to stop a fight before it happens. Not sure if that means just talking nicely to some gang members or kind of strong arming. I don't know.
What do you want to do?
Would probably be better to solve the problem.
Hold that thought. Speaking of strong arms, and Riggin was a good big flex. Hold on, this is the biggest I've ever gotten it. Ah! Look at that.
That is impressive.
Anyone got any walnuts or something?
Oh, Lord.
Or crush them.
So yeah, do you guys have any interest in heading out to the field ward today to check things out, or?
I can go move you in just a second. Let me run upstairs real quick. I'm gonna run up and talk to our carpenter. I want to ask him if he'll spend a little bit of time throwing a little.
I kind of thought we asked him for that before.
I don't think we've asked him.
I don't remember you asking him.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we did.
Yeah,
I thought I wrote down
I just want like a
everything that you had him
rectangular reservoir to hold some sand. Like a couple inches or an inch deep. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So just from his scrap wood.
Okay. You make your way to the second floor where Tally's working. He just says that take what you need, no problem.
No. It's, I was wondering if I could get you to throw it together. I'm.
You want me to make a box? He doesn't try to be dismissive, but he's while he's in the middle of doing intricate corner work.
That's
right
a good point. I got this. Riggin will take the
He
supplies.
was trying to be polite.
Yeah, me as Riggin's bad player forgot that Riggin is not devoid of carpentry skills. He would take the supplies necessary to construct a simple reservoir.
Box.
Yeah, a little box. He can figure that out. You know, because he built his house. I think the box is not going to be too big of a struggle for him.
Oh, well, thank goodness. I was worried.
Yeah. So I'll take the scrap wood and, you know, find a loose hammer somewhere and grab some nails.
It's not the best work.
Whatever.
It does the job.
As long as it holds sand. I'll leave it on the bar. Be like, I'm going to go find some sand. Let's go to your thing, Bastion. Sure, we'll find sand along the way.
Or is the entire group going to be heading towards the fields then?
Swift, you coming?
Yeah, I'll go.
Isaac's got a lunch date.
Isaac, are you? It is getting towards 9:30.
I'm trying to calculate time.
I can tell you, if everything goes smoothly, you would be able to make it. But everything has to go smooth.
Why don't you just go to your meeting? We got this. The three of us are probably overkill anyway.
Wait, we're killing?
That's fair.
Okay, you guys go ahead and go then.
We'll meet back here later?
I'll be back here after my lunch, yes.
Have a nice lunch.
Good luck.
All right.
Wait. Oh, Bastion has a fair idea of where we're going. Never mind.
You would just be told the field ward, but you would have an idea, Bastion. You've been through the field ward. If people were being hired to, let's say, act as like an issue, like gangs, generally they would head towards the north ward or along the field way, as those are the main entrances and passages through the field ward. And honestly, depending on how you wish to go, as you all leave Troll Skull, you can follow Serdun and then go up the high road and end up in the North Yard. Or if you wish to go another way, which you could explore, we can see how everything goes.
What do you guys think? You want to see some sights or just go straight there?
This is your party. I'm following you. So this is your party. I'm following you.
All right.
Where
Yeah,
you
we
want
can
to go,
just
man?
take the high road then.
Oh, righty. One moment. You all turn onto the high road again. There's some drays, a good number of carts going both back and forth. Most heading towards the market, a few leaving. You all stick to the right. As you do turn onto it, you pass by again a crier and some broadsheets. The crier is speaking of a number of injuries reported by the city guard, and the response of some lords of Waterdeep speaking of using force gray if it does not if the issues do not seem to come into hand soon. Another thing they speak about will be, let's see, a rash of break-ins among many of the nobles in the North Ward and Sea Ward. It seems it's happened to a couple nobles, and so far no one has been caught, and they've even not been able to find any likely suspects.
We kind of knew about the break-ins, though, right?
You knew about one for sure. You would have overheard Isaac speak about the guard talking to Isaac about one. As you all travel down the high road, you make it into the field ward, no issue, passing by the upper towers, which is another wall between the field ward and the north ward. As you do, you notice the buildings once again do change. These are poorly constructed, but not run down as the dock wards are. Many of these people seem they seem to be working and not. I don't want to say like in drudgery, but this is hard work out here. It seems to be mostly skilled artisans. Some people that need a little bit more space to be working on like tanning stuff. You're not seeing many inns or anything. This is mostly just homes and businesses that usually have to take a little bit more space. Does that make sense? But as you do, you have the north yard in front of you, about 2 blocks, and then the fieldway is 1 block ahead of you. What do you all wish to do?
I guess turn and head toward the fieldway. And I guess I'll say to Swift and Reagan. So yeah, I think, did you guys come through here when you came in Waterdeep? I think this is the normal route in. Unless you came in through the trades ward by the river gate.
I thought we came
Or the
into the
south
field
gate.
ward.
Gotcha. So you might remember this a little bit. And I think, I'm not sure what we're really looking for, but maybe listen for people yelling, to indicate that a fight might be starting, or just look for, not really sure.
Do I see anywhere where I could get up and get a kind of a vantage point to see like further?
There are a few spots where you get to. You will need to roll some athletics or acrobatics to get up there, though.
So what are people doing here?
Mostly, you're seeing people either loading up wagons that are being transferred from travel wagons to intercity wagons. That's more towards the gate of the northward. It seems that most people will park their wagon and transfer to a smaller wagon coming into the city. There is a lot of hustle and bustle there. Most of these people are working. You don't really see anything out of the ordinary. As for other people coming by, it seems mostly either they're coming off of work and heading towards their homes after a night shift, so to speak. And then you are seeing a few people who seem to stand at 1 or 2 intersections who just seem to be scanning the crowd.
Yeah, how many people do I see that just seem to be looking?
That seem to be looking?
Yeah.
Roll a perception for me. All right. You can make out 2 people easily that seem to be scanning the
They
crowd.
just like where are they just like leaning on street corners or something? Or?
Mm-hmm. One's
are they
actually.
Are they
go
on
ahead.
opposite street corners?
They are. So let's see. If you all can open up your interactive map if you would like, or I can give you an image. 1 moment.
Yeah, I want an image.
Give you an image.
Yeah.
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 All
right, you get that?
The same language.
All right. So in that upper left part where you see the W, that's the intersection you all are at. The closest one to the south, there's one on the right, and then directly across from him, on the actual W, there's another.
Gotcha.
You guys are currently walking up to the intersection.
So, but we see both of these people standing there just looking.
Yes.
All right. So that looks a little suspicious, guys.
I will tell you, when looking at them, they don't seem to be wearing anything that would indicate they're members of a gang or anything. They're clearly wearing just normal clothes. They're not covered up. They just seem to be scanning the crowd.
We can always just go ask them what they're doing.
Hold on, follow my lead. Y'all trust me?
Not really, but sure.
All right, come on. Bastion, you kind of hang back.
No. This is his mission. He probably should be doing the leading.
I'll need you to trust me on this one. If you see anything go
Okay.
sideways, Bastion.
Reagan, look at me.
Huh?
We are not attacking anybody if we can help it.
No.
I want.
He just looks. He's got a certain appearance that, it ain't gonna work.
I also do want to point out, you are between two different gates. You definitely walked by a good number of watch members who they're not the guards. Though you do pick out a few towards the north gate. Most of the members here are just members of the watch. And they seem to just be hovering around mainly the entrance and the exits for the field ward. Not many patrolling through.
Okay.
How about if you want to go and talk to them, I can go say or go ask one of the members of the watch if they've seen anything.
Yeah, we'll meet back here. Regan kind of winks.
All right. Bastion will deal with your part first. Then, are you heading towards the north gate? Or are you going towards
Quick AFK,
the gate you all came through into the field ward?
Whichever's closer.
All right,
probably.
That'll be the city gate then. It's upper towers, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
You do come up to four members of the watch, who clearly are just inspecting wagons, just making sure there's not people trying to hide through them or any dangerous materials. They're just doing quick once-overs and then motion people through. Yes, what do you need?
Morning, sir. Not going so well.
It's a busy day.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't want to take a lot of your time, but so I was just wondering, have you been seeing a lot of increases in violence recently? Because I heard that there were some gangs.
Of course, we've seen increases. Do you not know what's going over by the dock ward?
Oh no, I've been to the dock ward. It's not great.
Spit it out, young. What do you need?
Are there any gangs that you know of in this area? I've heard they've been targeting certain groups.
Gangs? We've been coming across like some fist fights here and there. It's nothing particular out. We don't really patrol all that often. I thought there was just a normal number. Gotcha. I don't know if you realize we're pretty short staffed with everything going on down south.
Oh, I understand.
Roll a persuasion real quick.
All right.
Roland. He turns towards one of the others. Where was that last call we had to go? We went down Gowan Knife Street, sir. There was a fight between seven members against four, and we had to bust them up, sir. We whacked them good, sir. Yes. Yeah. Yes. That was the last thing we dealt with.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Hopefully I can... Well, me and my friends are just trying to kind of help keep the peace without fighting, of course.
And, well, I see you're a member. I assume you're a member of Helm's group, huh?
Yes, sir.
We'll take what any help we can get, but don't expect us to come to the rescue. We're very much stuck here unless the worst happens.
Oh, it won't come to that. But yeah, thank you for your time. I hope the rest of your day goes better than the morning is.
As soon as we're done, it'll get better. As he turns his back from you,
All right, take care. And then I'll.
you hear a bruh. Kind of goddamn day it is. Oh, God's damn. All right. Riggin, are you back? I guess not. While we're waiting on him, Isaac, would you be preparing anything for meeting the Lord's Alliance delegate?
Actually, along the way, I'll take a carriage, and then along the way, I want to make a couple of stops and pick up. Let's see, there 5 gold, 2 painting supplies, artisan tools, the supply kits for them.
Okay. Do
And
you
have
just
them-
go to like Aurora's and just pay?
No,
pay-
little, yeah. No, I'm just looking for little shops along the way.
All right. You will pay a little bit more than usual since smaller shops, but you're able to find them no problem. Let's see. You can go ahead and add them, and let's see what else. How much?
5 gold.
All right. Just say they're five gold and 1 silver.
Okay. And then I'll actually pay an extra gold to have them delivered to Tesper Gate for me after I get out of the carriage, or I'll pay the carriage fee to have them delivered to Tesper Gate after I get out for lunch.
All right, I'm back.
All right. No problem. And once we're done with this, we'll go straight to you meeting at the Yawning Portal, probably.
What's
Reagan.
What's happening?
Well, you were gone, so I was just you went ahead and moving along Isaac's stuff while I had a moment. Reagan, Bastion is left to go speak to some members of the Watch. You were going to head towards one of the people who are seeming to scanning the crowd. Which one are you going towards? I'll give you descriptions of 2, all right? Both of them.
Sure.
The one closest to you is going to be a human male. He is actually wearing a sun blocker hat and what seems to be some overalls of some kind. You just can't quite make out like if it's what color it is. It seems to like change as you move your eyes. The other one across the way, just towards the north yard, seems to be a female. She is clearly not from the north. She's a little bit darker complexion. You can easily make that out. She seems to be wearing pretty finer traveling clothes. Something closer to what Isaac would have had. However, definitely have seen better days.
Okay. I whispered to Swift. I'm going to approach the male.
Okay.
Whisper to Swift. Just follow my lead, all right?
Okay.
He's busy seeming to just scan the crowd, not paying much attention as you're coming from his back left.
Okay, so I'm going to walk past him.
Okay.
And then I'm not going to face him, but I'm just going to lean up to an object next to him.
All right. I would say there's a post there. No
nearby,
problem. Mm-hmm.
And say, everything in order. Gundar sent us his backup.
Roll deception.
That's pretty solid 6.
One moment, let me see. Oh God! Yeah. Who? Who are you?
Gundar, you said y'all might need some help with the attack.
He does a quick look over and eyes you up and down and is like,
Don't look, man. Be inconspicuous. Play cool.
roll one more deception for me. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Oh, well. Farther down the street, we think we found 3 of them.
What's the go signal?
Well, we're gonna take him down Slipgate Street. They're about to turn.
All right.
We already have 2 guys over there.
Where do you need us?
Just he does a quick look at you again. Who's us?
Me and the feline friend.
Do you point her out?
Oh yeah.
Uh,
So just use us.
he does a quick just like little point with his nose, pointing towards the north yard. Just go down there. Make sure they can't get out.
Sounds good. We'll head off down that direction.
Without Bastion.
For the moment, yeah.
Okay. All right. Woo. Bastion, you would see them walking towards the north yard, but you've got basically a full city block in between you and them, and I'd say Riggin, Swift, you all come to the entrance of Slipgate Street, which is just to the west of North Yard. And down there, you do see it seems to be a group of 3, maybe 4 individuals who are walking together. They're just talking. You don't see anything too out of the ordinary, though.
Well, we got our marks. Do you want to escort them or?
They're like 60 feet ahead of you. You can't quite make out anything that they're saying.
I say we just tail them and cut off anyone that tries to get near them.
Yeah, I guess.
It's a lot easier than I thought it'd be.
Maybe.
You gotta remind me to thank Grindar later.
All right, and you guys are gonna just try to sneak in behind him.
I am looking around. Do I see Bastion?
You'd see him about a block down. He's easy to see. He's wearing heavy armor. He's got the shield of Helm. I'd say you'd be able to see him, but you're too far to be able to speak.
Yeah, I'm gonna casually. I'm gonna somewhat nudge Swift, and
I'll stay for Bastion. You keep going.
okay. Again, don't be too conspicuous. At least break vision with the guy we talked to if you're going to talk to Bastion.
100% I'm around the corner, and if there's some sort of like alleyway or something, I'm going to duck and hide and try to hide there until Bastion comes around.
Okay.
Now she's an alley cat.
All right. And then, Regan, you're going to continue down Slipgate Street. I'm going to say you make it around 30 feet to that turn where you do see.
So I see those 3. You said I saw 3 people walking, right?
Yes.
Kind of nonchalantly. Do I see anyone else down there? I mean, I'm looking for 2 other guys.
Not at the moment.
Okay. Not down to any of the other alleys?
You will see as you came to use like 30 feet ahead on your left, you will see, it looks like 3 individuals who are waiting like on a back alley street that will intercept the turn at the next alleyway. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
You see, okay. and it looks like there's 3, 4 people. These guys make you look pretty much like you belong among them. You know? 2 of them have like shirts
The
half
people I
torn.
see down the alley?
Yes.
Okay. Describe the group that's walking down the street.
No problem. So 2 of them have hoods. The one who seems to be leading it seems to be a female, and she seems to be just tossing up a little pouch. It seems just as she's making conversation.
Okay. I'm gonna walk down the street.
Okay.
Are
you taking the turn, or are you?
No,
Gonna
I'm walking towards them. The
3
group that I think is the target.
Gotcha.
And I'm gonna say, Karina, is that you? And I'm gonna walk close. It's been so long.
And you're gonna yell. All right. Let's see. 100%. All 3 of them turn.
Uh-huh.
You do see what seems to be the woman does drop the pouch and quickly picks it up and turns around.
So I'm gonna approach.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna say,
As you do approach, the 2 gentlemen with her clearly put their hands on you before you get close. They both.
oh, so I'm already in that distance.
Yep.
Okay. So as I approach, I'm gonna be like,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, I was visiting with your mother out of town for a good while, and then right when I get up to them and they stop me, I'd be like, I'm just gonna say, you guys are in danger. There's eyes on you. Turn around and walk the other way. What have you been doing in here?
She looks back and forth between the 2 men as they look towards her, and
I kind of raise eyebrows and just kind of nod, and I'll give somewhat. Can they see the people in the alley?
not yet.
Okay.
Roll persuasion for me.
Okay. That's a 2. Numbers.
That's a 2. She looks at both of them. I don't know him. Get him out of here. As one of them begins to push.
I'm just trying to keep you guys safe. There's an ambush waiting for you around the corner. I don't know who you are. I don't know why. I just know I'm trying to stop it.
Clearly, one of them now begins to push you pretty hard, trying to push you back, keep you back. As she begins to turn around.
My bad. I'm sorry. I thought you're someone else. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause you trouble. As they walk off. Were Swift and Bastion able to hear my...
Swift would definitely.
Okay.
I would say Bastion is coming to Swift just as you're...
That should be all the alarm she needs. Of the situation.
Okay.
So I'm just going to hang back in the street then, kind of like baffled that I approached some strangers that had mistaken identity, So sorry.
All right. It is made pretty apparent, though, from the 2 men with her. Both are now beginning to eye the area a little bit more. You see one seeming to reach into his waistcoat and keeping one hand there as if he's resting on something.
Hey, that's a little mission accomplished.
But they continue down. Let's see. They are actually going to take the turn heading south under Slipgate. You see that?
Yeah.
Right underneath the A, and they make the turn there. Clearly on edge, but seeming to keep the same stride. Not very fast, but going by.
Okay, and that's not the
Swift,
route they were originally taking. They were going to
that
North
is
Yard.
true. Correct. Swift, Bastion, you guys come to this together, and you would have heard Reagan clearly trying to act like he's seen someone he knows. What are you all doing?
Double time something's up and like dash down the thing towards him.
Heard. Just
And,
one
like-
moment.
I'll,
Double. That's what I told Bastion. It's double time. Let's go.
You both rush out there. Riggin and the other two, you all do see another group of two come out of the building just across the way from that south way. And
There's now 4.
So there's now a total of 5 people. Excuse me. There's 2 in front of you, and there's 3 down that street right underneath the second E that you all passed earlier, okay? So 2 come out of the building directly across from Slipgate, just right at the T, and they seem to eye you and being like, and
I'll say
specifically at Riggin.
As I see Swift coming up, I'll say, "There you guys are. I lost you for a second."
You idiot! What were you doing?
Oh, that's found my way down here. I thought I found somewhat an old friend of mine, an old acquaintance, but it was a mistaken identity.
As you all are talking, you see the two big burly men tap each other and point towards the group in front of them and start making their way. They are doing a pretty fast cross, trying to head that way.
Heading down the south of the A, so they're crossing the street.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah, so I'd keep pretty embarrassed. What can you do though? I'll whisper into Swift. And Bastion, be like, they went down the street, and I kind of do a subtle nod that direction. Be like, those 2 following our ambushers. There's 3 more in the alley.
You can't take 5 of them.
Well, they're chasing them off. They're gonna have more waiting on the other side potentially. Maybe we can corner them in the alley. They got fighters too. What's the goal, Bastion? We just gotta keep them alive.
I'm not sure because I feel like what we need to do is make sure the gangs know they can't just attack anyone that they want to. So maybe, yeah, I guess it's probably not great to work with potential Xanathar guild members, but I mean, they might not be. So, yeah, I mean, I guess we should just...
Somebody's obviously trying to attack somebody around here. You want to just put ourselves in the middle of it?
I guess so.
Maybe they'll both attack us. That could be fun.
I'm sure we could handle it.
Okay, and I'll say to Bastion, well, let's tell those 2 pretty close. We're just traveling around, right? Just heading back to the street.
As you all decide to take that turn, you notice that the 2 are coming up behind the other 3 pretty dang quick. They're about halfway down and about to come to that curve when the 3 in front stop. They
The
do
3
not
that
turn
I
around.
interacted with, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
They do not turn around though, as the other 2 are slowly but surely walking up behind them.
I want to wrap my arms around both of them, and
You're about 20, 30 feet behind them.
no. Wrap my arms around Bastion and Swift.
Oh, okay.
I said, let's go. And then we're gonna start walking, and I want to hum a tune as we walk.
What's the tune?
I want to be the very best.
All right.
Yeah, I will hung the
Can you
Pokemon
give me an idea what speed you're walking down though?
Oh, pretty quick.
Okay.
The 2 people, they're within like 30 feet.
Yes.
Huh. Maybe it wouldn't hurt to try and unsettle them. I could use thaumaturgy to cause some tremors in the ground around them. Might shake them up at least, get them to stop.
If you want to use it, you can try. I would tell you have about 10 seconds to decide what you want to do here.
Sure. Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. So, give me an idea what you're going to use thaumaturgy and what you're actually going to do with it.
Well, it says I can cause harmless tremors in the ground for a minute, so wherever the people are, I'm just gonna make it shake.
Does it say how big of an area that is?
It doesn't. It has a range of 30 feet, but
All right,
it doesn't
no problem.
actually.
Well, you can 100% do that. No issue. We're going to say it's just going to affect them then. You notice that they seem to stop and like try to settle themselves, thinking like they're being moved around a little bit. Like their feet are unsteady. So they spread out and like as if they're trying to like stay on top of like a surfboard or something. They look funny. But it does stop them. They were in the middle of trying to catch up to the 3 in front of them. But you don't hear them say anything though. They're clearly trying to stay quiet.
But
All right, we are still progressing towards them, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
You would be getting close enough now that you're starting to hear a little bit of an exchange from the 3 in front. Something about a toll and payment for well, there's a mention of guild members, but you can't make out everything being said. I'd say at this point, as the 2 are realizing there's no real danger, they're starting to straighten back up and looking around, and one of them does catch sight of you 3 coming up behind them. And he clearly gets the attention of the other. You are about 10 feet away from each other. How do you wish to proceed?
That's the group of 3.
Us?
That's got
No.
attention,
This is
right?
the group of 2
Group of
behind
2.
that group of 3.
They are coming towards us now?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
we're coming towards them. So
There's
they're held up about something with a toll, or the group of 3 in front is
the
held
group
up?
of 3. That's what you were over to hear. Something you can just barely make out. Some
And they seem to
back
be
and forth.
relaxing.
Nope, the group of 3 are not relaxing.
Gotcha.
It's clear that the 2 guards or the 2 ruffians are stepping in front of the woman again.
Oh, gotcha.
But the 2 behind you, between you and that group of 3, have turned to face you all. And it's clearly either trying to make sure you don't get by, or, well, you're not quite sure.
If you guys want to take this, or do you want me to?
So what are you guys up to? I'll just ask them.
What are you doing here? This doesn't bother you. This is no business of yours. Get out of here, kid.
Try to get out of the tavern. Did you call me kid?
I said, get out of here, as the other one emphasizes. And he opens up his vest, and he shows you a couple daggers. This doesn't need to get messy.
Regan just kind of gestures to his everything. Like, in a vest? Why are you hiding them?
He just looks at you like, what?
I said he will, as he talks, every syllable he'll enunciate with his pec flex. Why are you hiding them?
You're...
Look at the pecs.
You have 5 seconds. Get out of here before something bad happens.
I'm gonna go that way. That's the closest way to the tavern. Trying to get a drink here.
Bastion is
Excuse
doing.
me.
He clearly. You aren't going anywhere down this aisle.
Me. I mean, we'd really like to get by, and I mean, like, look, it'd be silly to fight. I mean, there's 3 of us, 2 of you, and I'm not saying that you're not capable. But I mean, it'd just be stupid. You don't want to get the watch or the town guard involved.
Say it with your
As
chest,
he
Bastion.
says that, I want to look behind us.
Say it with your chest.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I do.
Swift, you would see 2 more people coming out of that same house that these 2 came out of. They're about 30 feet from you, though. You see that the one who's been talking to Riggin is clearly amused. Like, you want to turn around, little man.
The one that is
Roll a persuasion, though, Bastion. You do deserve to try that.
sorry, didn't mean to.
No, you're right.
The one that's doing the talking, I want to try to cast Charm Person on.
No, oh wow. Okay, one moment. Bastion, the one that was talking, clearly looks at you. Yeah. Come on, Adam. This ain't worth it. We'll get him next time. And you see him do a cut on his neck to the people behind you, and begins to walk off. And you hear a loud whistle from him as the 3. It seems the 3 in front turn around and don't know what's going on. And yeah, they get out of the way for you 3. That's so dumb. Stupid roll.
Nice roll.
I think it's this way to the tavern, guys.
Yep, let's go.
You all make your way down it. You see the 3 again, the woman and 2 thugs, not understanding what's going on, as the 3 who clearly got in front of them to stop them now are just standing aside.
Stay frosty.
And I mean, you guys come towards the main thoroughfare of Field Ward again. What do you all wish to do?
I want something to drink.
Mm.
Do I
The
see any
field
stalls?
way. Any stalls?
Yeah. Anyone selling any drinks?
Or
Meat on a stick?
There is some meat on the stick. However, your
I don't
time out
need
in
more detail than that.
Okay. There's some meat on the stick in a stall just off of just off the field way. You recognize the animal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yep.
That's rare.
What?
It's a rat.
No.
It's rare. She's gonna like it.
Is it?
Swift, you want one of these?
If they'll give it to me raw.
It's roasted. It is
You got
already
any?
roasted?
You got
already
any you
roasted.
haven't cooked yet? I'm kind of leaning over the counter. You
Dead
got
rat?
it? Yeah.
Yeah, I got one. Here's.
Can we get one of those? One of them.
He reaches down into an actual barrel and he pulls out a dead rat. 5 copper.
Is that gonna do it for you, Swift?
I'll do.
Here's 10. I'll take mine roasted.
Very good. Yeah.
Thank
Enjoy.
Please tell me Bastion's turning green
Bastion?
behind us.
You want one?
I mean,
Hold on. I give him 2 silver.
Oh.
A tip for
I got a special rat for that. He
What?
reaches down.
Whoa, look at that one, it's plump.
Like, yeah,
Does that thing have worms?
A big one. It's clearly it has like actual spices on it. It seems it's like roasted.
Give that one to Bastion. Look at that swole belly.
He says, I think it was pregnant.
Oh my goodness! Here you go, Bastion. You can have that one. That is 2 silver. Best 2
Thank
silver I've spent thus far in this game. Does the rat look
100%.
real swole? Does is like this is obviously a cooked prego rat.
100%.
Okay. I wonder what that's gonna be a weird texture, don't you think, Bastion? What do you like? Get a big bite. Just get.
Sure, I'll go for it. What's it like?
I just shivered.
Roll-
That's right. You better describe it. What's it
Yes!
like, DM?
First of all, Bastion, I feel like you grew up in an orphanage, but you have not eaten rat before. Roll a Constitution for me, please. We're gonna see if you can get over the natural.
It's a save or
Is this to
ability
get through the gag reflex?
We're gonna do a check.
check? Okay.
Goodness,
Look
it is
at
just the gag reflex. You can
Gag
force it
reflex.
down.
Look at that. Yeah, get it. Rat's a good meal.
You force it down, Bastion. You have a moment where you're, and then it just goes down.
What was the belly meat like? Can you describe that,
Yeah, the DM needs to describe this. Come on.
please?
I want to be in the moment.
Would you like Bastion to describe it? I think he would be.
Nope. What?
No,
Hear from you.
Bastion, it is a textured. It's clearly been skinned. There's no fur. However, it is a very, very tough outer edge, crispy. It breaks apart as you take a bite of the belly. You get a hold of something else that seems to have like tiny bones. As they crunch, you hear multiple like breaking apart. Not enough that it's like.
Is there any
getting stuck in your
bursting,
teeth
like
or
any
cutting you.
explosions of flavor? Maybe like just some little
There's like extra
pockets
juice
of
from
goodness.
each
Yeah,
extra bite you're taking.
yeah.
Occasionally, some of it is.
Does it have a chew? Like, is it leaving residue in his teeth? He's got to pick out like a.
There's going to be some residue. You can tell. It's getting
in the
stuck in his
molars,
gums.
right? Yeah. That's the baby bones, right?
That is the baby.
That's the bones. Okay.
You're able to force it down. Bastion, you did not enjoy it, but it was edible.
Regan says, "Don't let that drip. Don't get that." If the baby body juice is dripping out, Regan's gonna try to be like, "Don't let that." That's good. That's a fine meal. That's a good bite.
That's a good bite.
What do you
want
think?
some of the special?
Yeah,
It's not bad.
the one with the babies. Those are rare.
Yeah, here, give it a try.
Oh yeah, I'll get some. Thank you. You don't want any more?
Oh no, I had a big.
Regan will
breakfast.
take a bite, like letting not beholden to his own advice, and some of the juices. He probably pops one of the babies, and the juice within, like all the innards, will like shoot out in a little stream, out the side, as the little tiny rat baby juices from that one little baby, like just out.
Oh god. Yep, understood. We're gonna stop you all there because I need to make sure I get Isaac.
Yeah, it's a fine meal.
It didn't have to be rat. You chose it. Just putting it out there.
Yeah, those could have been chicken legs. Could have been chicken legs. But no, we got the pregnant rat. That's better than mine. I figured the belly was full of worms.
Oh,
You know what I mean? It's like a worm belly.
yeah,
I'll let you describe that.
I want the special.
You
rat,
want the
please.
special?
Okay, back to it.
But the joke's
Isaac,
on us. All rats were full of worms. So
Isaac, we come to you pulling up to the yawning portal
See how his day goes.
from the carriage. As you step out, how do you wish to proceed? You're a little bit early. You're probably about 10-15 minutes before noon.
Okay, I will go ahead and after I send the carriage on its way, I will pace back and forth in front of their place for about 5 minutes, gathering my nerve, and then walk on in.
As you walk in, it's still a pretty busy lunchtime for the yawning portal. You do immediately take notice of a set of 3 tables, clearly not being sat at, with one person at it. It seems that he is just relaxing and having a drink, and seems to be writing some parchments. You see Durden at his usual station behind the bar, and roll a perception for me, real quick. You hear some voices up above on the second story, and you can make out people you think you've heard before, but you can't quite place them. But looking around, it's very clear who you're supposed to be meeting. Someone who's clearly been marked with room already. Looking at the individual there, you do see him have a badge of the watch currently on his person.
I will make sure, because of such a perception check, I will go up to the bartender and go, "Hey, where's Silvermane sitting at? Jarlath Silvermane table."
Durden looks at you and like, probably the one sitting alone.
Thanks.
Yeah. Not many people would like to sit with someone who has a badge of the watch.
Sir, thank you. I make way over to the table.
As you do come up, you see a man in his mid-20s. He has a slight scar on his cheek, clearly from years before. What he's wearing is clearly mostly watch garb. You do see a small patch of steel, of a dark steel sword on him, which you would recognize as the Steel Shadows emblem, a mercenary company. What you, I forget, would you know Jim Lester? Let's see. Anything that he's done in the past? No, okay. He does stand up and offers his hand, reaching over the desk a little bit. Isaac, right?
Yes, I take his hand. Captain Silvermane, pleasure.
Take a seat, please.
I'll take a seat.
As he sits back down, sorry, I was just taking the opportunity to finish up some paperwork I have to send. I appreciate you coming. Just give me about 4 or 5 seconds real quick.
There's always paperwork.
If you'd like to order anything, feel free. As soon as we're done here, I'm going to head out, so I'm not going to get any food or anything.
Okay. I go ahead and signal the waitress, and I'll order a Zazar.
Would that be a cup or chalice? Pardon me.
Actually, I'll take a cup of Zazar and a light salad.
Very good. Let's see. As Gillester seems to be finishing up and signing it, he moves it away. He's like, nah. Sorry about that. Now, I appreciate you coming. I am sure you are aware of some of the issues we're finding our city in right now, yes?
Yes, the Zentarum and the Xanathars are at war. It's been affecting Dock Ward. Then I lately just heard that it was affecting the Field Ward as well. Then we also have the burglaries going around in the North Ward.
That is an issue that's popping up now. I'm going to have to be straight with you, Isaac. Well, the Lord's Alliance is pretty short-staffed at the moment. We actually have a lot of members up north and in between Tribal and here. So right now we're pretty much everyone's on deck. In fact, we are looking for any new members at the moment.
How can I and House Tespero help?
Good. Well, I just want you to be aware, starting out, we're going to be using you to just fill in for, well, basic Lord's Alliance missions, yes. Nothing too dangerous, nothing too
grunt work, escort duty, and guard duty. Beginning missionary work.
Yes. Well, this gang war is beginning to send more and more unrest through the city, and it's now beginning to affect some guilds. We've actually been propositioned by the dung sweepers of all people to, make sure that they're able to do their job over in the dock ward. Needless to say, again, my resources are limited at the moment. If this is something you'd be willing to do, we could definitely use the hand.
The dock ward.
Mostly Mule Skull Tavern to the Ship Street, but everywhere else we feel that we have enough military down there with the watch and guards that we don't need them, but they are still slipping through, and they seem to think the dung sweepers are working for one of the other factions. All we need is to be able to show them that they are still protected over a 10-day period,
Okay, this is something I can go ahead and look into.
Fantastic. I'll send word to him. If you do well enough, naturally, we'll reach out to you and use you again. You will be rewarded. And after this first job, we would even, if you'd be interested, and welcome you into the order.
Okay. Speaking of the payment, what will it be? I have a crew I want to go ahead and hire for this as well.
The dung sweepers are offering 10 gold pieces. We would add additional 15 gold pieces for your time.
Okay, we'll look into it.
Just so you know, you would have to at least be there for four of the 10-day, yes?
Very well.
All right. They'd feel better and may even reward you more if you're there for all 10, but I understand. We just need to show the flag. Better to, remind them that we are the power here than these ruffians, yes?
Well, of course. We can't have the riffraff going ahead and taking charge. Anarchy is never good.
Damn straight. Take this with you. He hands over a small patch of the Lord's Alliance. Show it to any guards who will be able to go through unmolested, and more than likely you can even get assistance from 3 or 4 of them if needed.
Come in handy. I'll put it in with my identity papers.
Do best to not abuse that. Most of the guardsmen now are pretty well, how would I say, fed up with the job in the dock wards at the moment.
Yes, I've met a few of them.
Good. Well, with this done, that's one less thing. I'm off to the sea ward. As he begins to stand up. Isaac, I appreciate the help. He hands out his hand.
I stand up and take it.
And as always, the Tespas are welcome. Oh, that does remind me. He pulls you in a little bit closer. Let's see. I believe the The Open Lord has made it clear she appreciated the info you sent, though next time, please send it by a better courier.
I'll keep that in mind. Next time, I'll just hand deliver it.
There you go. As he now starts to let go of your arm and starts to make his way out. Everything he orders is covered. As she drops the Caesar and the salad to you. Put it on the tab, Durden. He gives a curt nod and starts heading out the door.
In that case, make it a carafe.
He hears it, he looks back and he's like, nah. And heads out.
We gotta get there fast.
And Isaac, you're there with a salad and your first cup of Caesar.
Okay. I sit there enjoying the salad, listening. I have lousy perception skills, so I don't get very much.
You do hear there is clearly some music going on the second story again. Nothing here on the first. It's mostly just people drinking, talking.
The next 3 people that walk in, I wave them over to my table. Right. Enjoy the Caesar. Right. And I walk out and head back towards Troll Skull.
All right.
I'll go ahead and hail a carriage up there.
No problems. Just one moment. You make it no problem. I assume Bastion, Riggin, and Swift, you all headed back to Troll Skull, or were you all just enjoying that rat so much you just stood there and finished the whole thing?
I would have pushed them to start heading back.
All right. You all make it no problem. I would say you'd get there a little bit before Isaac. But
it's afternoon, right?
It is afternoon.
Can I go see?
And as Isaac pulls up in the carriage, we're going to call it quits here today.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
no, it's fine. I'm sorry for being late.
Nah, you're all right. Nothing ruined. If you don't mind